Sunburn is an inflammatory reaction to UV damage to the outermost layer of the skin, also called the epidermis. UV radiation, primarily UVB rays, can damage the DNA in skin cells, which means that UVB rays primarily affect the outer layer of the skin, which causes sunburn. When the skin is exposed to excessive UVB radiation, it triggers a series of events like inflammation and dilation of blood vessels. And that is when you begin to experience things like redness, swelling, and blisters associated with pain. Your body's natural defense attempts to repair the damage by increasing blood flow to the affected areas. And that is why sunburned skin often feels warm. Having a sunburn can accelerate the development of wrinkles, early signs of aging, skin sagging, loss of elasticity, or even increase your risk of skin cancer, because sunburn is a sign of cellular damage in the skin. And that damage is unfortunately irreversible even after the sunburn heals. So the more times you get sunburn, the greater your risk of skin cancer, as well as developing wrinkles, fine lines, skin sagging, loss of elasticity, sunspots, and so on. Welcome back to Dear Dark Skin. This channel is all about empowering you with education and knowledge on how to care for your beautiful dark skin, because dark skin is quite unique and special. So we need to know the right products and the right ingredients that work for us and walk around with pride, because I think most people think that lighter skin is more beautiful than dark skin. That is not true, because the evidence is right here. Okay, so don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel to support this channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're not missing on any of my videos. Here are some tips for you if you get a sunburn, just to help speed up the healing process. You have to avoid further damage by avoiding sun exposure, especially when the sun is at its peak. When your skin is burned, all its defenses are down and your immune system can no longer circulate as properly as it should to heal damage. And that means that your skin can no longer handle any more UV radiation when you have a sunburn. So the best thing to do is to stay out of the sun and avoid unnecessary sun exposure. But if you do have to go out, make sure you're wearing clothes with long sleeves, or even tight knitted clothing, or clothes with UPF if you have access to those, because these will help speed up the healing process. Use sunscreen whether you're going out or you're staying indoors, because UVA rays can still penetrate windows. Part of the reason sunburned skin is very uncomfortable is because there's a high inflammation response that comes with redness, blistering, and so on. So it's very important to cool the skin to reduce any inflammation and discomfort. For example, take a cold shower or take a cool compress and put it on the affected areas. The coolness soothes the skin and reduces any inflammation. But don't put ice directly on a burned skin, because ice can irritate a burn. And make sure that your room is not warm or hot. You can always open the windows for some ventilation or turn on the AC for some cooling effect. Avoid gels that are marketed to have a cooling effect that have menthol, because menthol has the potential of irritating the skin. Another thing is to put your moisturizer in the fridge to give it that cooling effect when you apply it on your skin. The cooling sensation will minimize the inflammation. Moisturizing is so important here because it provides a healing environment for the skin. And talking of moisturizers, you want to apply your moisturizer when your skin is still a bit damp after the shower, because that will help you lock in all of that hydration. You want to use a bland moisturizer, which means that it has no alcohol, it has no fragrance, it has no essential oils or even menthol, because these sensitize the skin and can cause some irritation, which you want to avoid because your skin is already irritated. Reach out for moisturizers with ceramides like this one from CeraVe, also Centella Asiatica, because that helps with healing and recovering. There's also Snail Filtrate, which has anti-inflammatory properties if you're not allergic to it. This one from Cosrx is not a moisturizer. This is their snail essence, and this is great because it has other hydrating ingredients like panthenol and allantoin. So when you're using this, you have to top it up with a moisturizer. Aloe vera is also very good because it has anti-inflammatory properties, but just make sure that if you're using an aloe vera gel, it doesn't contain alcohol, because that can be quite drying, which you don't really need, because all you want now is hydration. Drink more water than usual to stay hydrated. This will not necessarily help the skin, but you lose more fluids in areas where you get a burn because you don't have a good skin barrier function. which means that it can easily get dehydrated. So it's good to drink more water. Consider taking an anti-inflammatory as long as you think you need it. So things like aspirin or ibuprofen to help alleviate the pain and reduce the inflammation. This will not speed up the healing process, but it will help reduce any discomfort associated with a sunburn. You can also consider using over-the-counter steroid creams like hydrocortisone cream if the sunburn is quite severe, just to help calm down the inflammation. But the side effect here is that it's likely to cause acne, so you want to avoid using it on your face. It's important that you reduce friction around the affected areas, because remember that your skin barrier is already compromised, so your skin can no longer tolerate any friction or irritation. Avoid using sponges, loofahs, washcloths, etc. And you don't have to rub your skin with a towel when you're done with a shower. And also remember that you're supposed to apply a moisturizer on damp skin, so you can avoid using a towel and just go in and moisturize your skin. Don't wear tight-fitted clothing around areas where you had a sunburn, like wearing a tight sneakers or even a shoe around your feet if that is where you got a sunburn. Wear breathable or free clothing that will make you more comfortable and help with the healing process. You don't have to exfoliate your skin now, whether it's a physical exfoliation or a chemical exfoliation. That is not what your skin needs. What your skin needs is to heal and for your skin barrier to repair itself. Because the thing is that as your skin heals, it will naturally exfoliate your skin and remove the dead skin cells. So those dead cells will just shed off on their own. The last thing is to avoid picking on the blister if you are quite unfortunate and you do get one. Just leave it on. The blister will pop on its own and the fluid will come out, because this can introduce some bacteria and cause some serious infection, which will prolong the healing process and also lead to scarring. Listen, we need to protect our skin if we know we are going to be out there in the sun, because there's nothing like dark skin cannot get sunburned just because we have excess melanin. I'm doing this video because some of you guys asked me to, and there's a reason, because you're getting sunburned and you're getting hyperpigmentation. So we need to protect our skin and have a sun protection plan in place. Thank you for watching. If this was helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and join the fam by subscribing and sharing. I'll see you in my next video. Take care.